Hi everyone, welcome to the continent of Africa. This is a brief explanation of the following items on each of the country measured on this channel: the geography, the culture, the languages, climate, tourism, some of the emblematic places of interest, and the diversity of the ethnic groups living in harmony in one country. I wish you will broaden your knowledge by listening to the video. I believe that joining effort will make it possible to improve the cross-cultural understanding and global awareness among the nations in order to develop perception and inclusion of the strange. I thank you so much for your time and interest. Welcome to Mozambique. Here goes the geography. Mozambique, officially the Republic of Mozambique, is a country located on the southeast coast of Africa. It is bordered by Swaziland to the south, South Africa to the southwest, Zimbabwe to the west, Zambia and Malawi to the northwest, Tanzania to the north, and the Indian Ocean to the east. It is separated from Madagascar by the Mozambique Channel to the east. The capital and largest city is Maputo, known as Lorenzo Marques. Before independence, with an area of 801,590 square kilometers and has a population of 24,692,144 inhabitants. That's the 2014 census estimate. It gained independence on 25 June 1975. The country is drained by 5 principal rivers and several small ones, with the largest and most important the Zambezi. Mozambique is divided into 10 provinces and 1 capital city with provincial status. The provinces are subdivided into 129 districts. The districts are further divided in 405 administrative posts and then into localities with the major cities. Mozambique gained independence on 25 June 1975, becoming the People's Republic of Mozambique. Shortly thereafter, after only 2 years of independence, the country descended into an intense and protracted civil war lasting from 1977 to 1992. In 1994, Mozambique held its first multi-party election and has remained a relatively stable presidential republic. However, I have selected in random the ethnic groups with higher population and the languages widely spoken among the nations. In 1998, about 99.66% of the population was made up of indigenous tribal groups, including the Sangan, Showe, Mayika, Sena, and Makua. Overall, there are 10 major ethnic clusters, the largest residing north of the Zambezi is the Makwa Longwe group, representing about 7% of the total population. The Yao or Ajawa live in Niassa province. The Makonde live mainly along the Rovuma River. Other northern groups are the Guni, who also live in the far south, and the Maravi south of Zambezi. The main group is the Songa, who have figured prominently as Mozambican mine laborers in South Africa. The Topi are coastal people of Inhambane province. The Shona or Karanga dwell in the central region. Also, there are minority groups living in Mozambique in the 1990s, Euro-Africans, Europeans, and Indians. Languages. The only official language of Mozambique is Portuguese, which is spoken mostly as a second language by about half of the population. Common native languages include Swahili, Mahua, and Sena. The country's population is composed overwhelmingly of Bantu people. Finally, it might be of interest to know some of the emblematic places for cultural and tourism purposes. The culture. The music of Mozambique can serve many purposes, ranging from religious expression to traditional ceremonies. Musical instruments are usually handmade. Some of the instruments used in Mozambican musical expression include drums made of wood and animal skin, a wood wind instrument made from animal horns or wood, and the marimba, which is a kind of xylophone native to Mozambique and other parts of Africa. The Makonde are renowned for their wood carving and elaborate masks. There are two different kinds of wood carvings. Setani, that's the evil spirits, which are mostly carved in heavy ebony, tall and elegantly carved with symbols and non-representational faces. The Ujama are totem-type carvings which illustrate life-like faces of people and various figures. These sculptures are usually referred to as family trees because they tell stories of many generations. Mozambique was ruled by Portugal, and they share in common a main language and their main religion. That's the Roman Catholicism. But since most of the people are Bantus, most of the culture is native, and for Bantu living in urban areas with some Portuguese influence, Mozambican culture influences the Portuguese culture. Mozambican music, movies, food, and traditions are now part of everyday lifestyles of Portugal. Climate. Mozambique has a tropical climate with two seasons, a wet season from October to March and a dry season from April to September. Climatic conditions, however, vary depending on altitude. Rainfall is heavy along the coast and decreases in the north and south. Annual precipitation varies significantly depending on the region. Cyclones are common during the wet season. Average temperature ranges from 13 to 24 degrees centigrade in July and 22 to 31 degrees centigrade in February. Tourism. Despite its tourism assets and its nearness to South Africa, one of the world's top tourist destinations, Mozambique has the lowest tourist number of all its neighboring except Malawi. tourism was a very profitable industry in the pre-independence period. Rhodesians and South Africans visited Beira and Mozambique's southern beaches. Gorongosa National Park, halfway between Zimbabwe and Beira, was a large tourist attraction. The country's tourism sector is also growing. South Africa is Mozambique's main trading partner and source of foreign direct investment. Portugal, Brazil, Spain, and Belgium are also among the country's most important economic partners. By the end of the 1990s, tourism was the fastest growing sector of Mozambique's economy. In 2005, the tourism industry grew by 37%, the fastest tourist industry growth rate in the world. The industry attracts more foreign investment than any other part of the country's economy. Many tourist operators supply their own power. Air access is limited with only one connection to Portugal, other than regional services to Dar es Salaam, Harare, Johannesburg, and Nairobi. Flight prices are high. Domestic air transport is very limited. The country's visa regulations are a problem for the tourist industry because many other countries near to it, such as Mauritius, Seychelles, and the Maldives, do not require European Union citizens to have visas. The government hopes that the country's game and nature reserve will become a major tourist attraction. Despite game numbers being decimated during the wars, there is positive growth in many of the nation's parks, especially the Maputo Special Reserve and Gorongosa parks. The country has 4 notable lakes: Lake Nyasa or Malawi, Lake Chiwita, Lake Kahora, Bassa, and Lake Siwa, all in the north.